so that. Okay.
I
Thanks,
started it.
Prasad.
You're good to go. Yep.
Yes, thank you. Okay, great. Thank you everyone for joining our SAP BTP Garage. We really appreciate your patience and continued support that you have been providing us in the past years and also months. Of course, we also apologize for missing out on the January episode. There were some unforeseen situations, and we really are also very happy that many of you reached out to us proactively that, where is our garage? Because this is one of the enablement sessions that really help us in keeping up to date, also get to see how use cases are being developed, deployed, and also orchestrated within the scope of BTP. Pursuing that effort, we are very fortunate to also have one of our fellow colleagues, Prasad, from the Adoption Advisory Team for SAP BTP. And also, along with me, I'm joined by my co host, also the global host in the region for Americas and Europe, Cecily. So, again, a warm extended thanks from all of us and also on behalf of whole SAP family. For the colleagues who are joining us for the first time, the whole narrative of SAP BTP Garage is to bring you use cases that are built on top of BTP, leveraging SAP BTP services and how they can fit into your landscapes, fit into your customers' landscapes, and also provide you some best practices guidance behind those use cases that are being developed. Yeah. So today, the use case that we will talk about is primarily building an AI-powered self-service portal, which formerly was known as CX dashboard, which some of you might be aware of. If not, we have the best person who will be able to talk on this use case, who has also created this use case. Prasad here is with us. So before we deep dive into this use case, I would also like to bring out into your attention some of the in-person and hands-on workshops that we are also rolling out specifically for partners. So if you are a partner joining this session, I would really motivate you to explore these hands-on workshops that we are rolling out in multiple locations. So the recent one is which is upcoming next month is the Joule Agents and Skills workshop. So feel free to register for this session. Talking about Garage specifically, the next session will be rolled out on 11th of March, which is again on the lines of AI and also build process automation. But for this session, we will also do a second slot, which is more of Americas and European friendly time zone. So if you are missing this session or if you want your colleagues to also learn about this session, feel free to share the session with them as well. With that, I would like to hand over to Prasad for the deep dive into this use case. Prasad, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Gaurav. So let me share my screen. Yeah. Hope you all can see. Yeah. So
Yep.
thanks, Gaurav, for introduction. So again, to introduce myself, I am Prasad. I am part of BTP adoption and consumption team. Mainly, we focus on driving adoption across the BTP areas. And mainly, I focus on key areas like AI, SAP Build Apps, and Build Process Automation, Work Zone. And previously, I worked on CX, nothing but customer experience. So I worked on Sales and Service Cloud V1 and V2. So in this use case, I am trying to extend BTP with Service Cloud V2. So now let me go to the next slide. Yeah. So just I want to give a high-level problem statement. So what is happening is that many of the customers, whenever they want to raise a case or something, they are trying to enter the manually description, and sometimes they'll try to upload images. So those things sometimes the agent will not able to understand or anything. So with the help of AI, whenever you try to upload any image, automatically it will try to understand itself what is the scenery of the image, and it will only try to fill the subject. It will try to automatically give the sentiment, and if try to analyze the category. If something it is not done here, you can try to manually update it, and if you try to click on create case, it will try to do in Service Cloud V2. So for that, we are trying to use like a build apps, like for UI development, and AI core for analyzing the image, and Service Cloud for the case management. So just before going deep into the demo or overview. Just little bit I'll try to give introduction on SAP Build and Build Apps. One slide on Generative AI Hub or AI Core and how the CX UI looks. So then I'll try to jump into the demo. So again, every company has something like make it special, like its own way of working or solving problems or serving customers. So these unique strengths helps stand out from the competition. But the real challenge is that how you can make these strengths stronger by using the technology. So you also have to balance many needs, like there is some small improvements or you need to increase the boost the productivity, or there is a complex system that you run on the core business. So it's not doing everything, but it's about focusing what really matters and what makes the business unique. So that's why we need a solution which is flexible and easy to customize. That one helps to bring out the best in your business. And here, what exactly the SAP Build helps. So it gives us to tools to create, adapt, and extend the solution so that the technology truly reflects your company's strengths. So as I said that SAP Build is not, it's the platform that helps us to extend or enhance SAP system integration with SAP. So like if you observe here, the SAP Build is fully connected within the SAP Business Suite and with the SAP Business Data Cloud and Business AI. This means that nothing but when anything you create an app or an automation or AI agent that fits naturally into your existing business process, and it runs on enterprise scale from day one. And if you think like SAP Build is like an extension layer, so mainly this helps us to keep the system clean core. So where you are trying to allowing your teams to build what they want, like apps or workflows or AI agent or digital workspaces. So it makes the system clean core. And second thing is that you can use either coding or you can use the low code no code tools, or you can build an AI agents, or SAP Build helps the teams to deliver 3 times faster. So by using the SAP Build, you can build 3 times faster. And again, it also maintains the security, governance, and control. And again, recently SAP Build also, as you know, that there is a tool for developers also, which has been included. So again, it is a built like it's a built-in AI assistant where it helps us to generate the code, logic, and solution quickly. And apart from this SAP Build, it also has a pre-built solution. So nothing, you no need to start from the scratch. It has around 500 templates where you can download it and you can develop from the template. And it covers the finance, HR, supply chain, procurement, and more. So and as I said that SAP builds like a single platform where you can build, automate, and innovate all in one place. So it builds all the tools together for app development, automation, AI extension, everything on BTP platform. So if you think like that, there is a blue line. We can extend our business application using easy tools. So we have like code based or visual editors, and we can also design the data model, service apps, automation, portals, anything in all in one place. So again, it also has the like GenAI capabilities. Like if you think of visual tooling and process automation, mainly these are using for the simplifying the workflows. There is something called as cloud application programming model, where it helps with the professional grade like Proco developers, and it has also AI agent and skills. So where it brings intelligence and automation to your world. And there is something called as UI development. So uh, it helps us to enhance your design, and it also has the mobile services and ABAP cloud to flexibility across your class platforms. Again, all these are connected applications, so they can connect it to either low code or pro code world. So again, to introduce, there is a low code development here for the section developers. So in our scenario, we had used the low code development app, nothing but SAP Build Apps, and how we can consume the APIs and other things and how it works. So again, the pro code development is like mainly for the professional developers, and process automation is like mainly for your streamlining of your operations. And digital workspace is nothing but work zone where you can create or connect users for your process. Agent development is like AI driven automation, in your company. So all these runs on SAP BTP platform and leveraging the either HANA database or app environment or integration suite. So again, at SAP, our goal is to bring power of AI directly into your business. So we want to make AI useful, trustworthy, and easy to use everyone from supply chain to finance or customer service experience. So if you think that the Joule as a conductor for your business, it can connect the people, process, and AI tools across all your organizations. So with this AI, SAP can automate or optimize complete your business process. So here also, and the second thing is that embedded AI capabilities. Again, as I said, that AI has been built right into the SAP core application. This means that you can see the immediate improvement or performance, decision making, and productivity without needing any extra tools. So in our scenario, also we are trying to use one of the AI foundation which has integrated with the build apps. And again, the SAP also has the strategic partners where we are trying to get the latest innovation from these other systems like Alpha Alpha and Copernicus next. Next. So and so yes, as I said that in SAP Build is a like unified lobby. So everything starts from here. So you can create an application or automation process. You can create a skill or business site. Nothing but is a work zone site. And this can be used by both pro code as well low code solutions. So pro code is nothing but bash using the Java or Node.js, or it has both front end, it is mobile friendly too. And as I said that you no need to start from the scratch. So it has predefined template. You can copy the template and you can try to use it. And everything goes as per the governance and security developments. So and So as I said that in my scenario in SAP Build, we have one of the flavors like SAP Build Apps. So I have used one SAP Build Apps for my development. If you observe here in this SAP Build Apps also, the AI has been infused. So for few of the things, you don't need to write any logic. So based upon the schema, it automatically generate the UI and you can try to leverage it. So So these are the key functionalities of the SAP Build Apps. So as I said that with this Build Apps, you can easily drag and drop the interfaces. Either once the Build Apps has been done, you can use as a standalone application or an extension to the SAP any other application. So this I will try to show you later in a small demo how can you use the standalone application or how we can embed the Build Apps in CX or something. Like multi-channel support is like we can use developed by mobile or as well as the web. Collaboration work on other apps is nothing but in SAP Build Apps, there is something called as backend. So one can work on the backend as well as the other can work on the front end. And again, the Build Apps will support the third-party apps like REST API or OData APIs where you can consume either it is a SAP or non-SAP APIs. It can consume and you can post or get the calls. So as I said, that visual functions is nothing but it's like a database. So instead of relying on SAP HANA database for for small things, you can leverage the SAP Visual Studio functions for storing the data. But if it is a simple application and again, it uses the BTP destination, which is a secure mechanism. And if you observe here, it can be connected. So once the app is developed in Build Apps, the same app can be extended to the for approval like build process automation or the Build Apps. Again, you can bring the same app into the work zone and you can give the access to the user. And the same app you can extend to the SAP mobile start also. So nothing but everything is interlinked. So if you develop in one application, it can extend to the build process automation, work zone, or mobile start. So till now, I had explained on build apps, right? Just on one slide on generative AI Hub, because in our application, we are trying to analyze the image which I had done via SAP AI Core. So that is the reason. Just I'll try to go. This is the last slide. So I'll try to explain. So then directly I will try to jump into the demo. So if you take the generative AI hub is part of AI core and AI foundation on SAP BTP. So what it really does is that it really allows us to connect, manage, and use multiple LLMs and generate AI services, which is a secure, government way, such where all it's all in SAP ecosystem. So you can think like that, think this way. AI core is mainly it's a runtime where AI tool or AI workloads are trained and executed, whereas the AI launchpad is like a cockpit where you can manage, monitor, and govern all the AI use cases across the SAP or non-SAP platforms. And if you take this generative AI hub brings all together, which is ready to use generative AI capabilities from the trusted models and providers. Now, what makes this hub powerful? So one is like tool set, second one is trust and control, third one is the foundational model access. So tool set is nothing but by default it provides ready to use APIs and SDK. So both developers, even the business users can you can build top of it, and you can get the prompt management or embeddings, retrieval augment generation, or you can execute evolution tools built with it. Whereas the trust and control is nothing but uh, it's complaint and responsible. So it ensured like data privacy, so that meaning that your business data never leaks into the public models. Whereas the foundation models is like it's a curator of catalogs. So SAP has its own domain like models where as well as SAP supports third-party vendors like OpenAI, Alpha. So it can get the information from SAP as well as the trusted partners also. So again, as I said that this is the sales and service cloud V2 system. So whenever the case is, whenever the from the builders, whenever you try to create a case button is created, it will come to here. So it's like a CRM system where agent can access it and where he can try to forward the statement. Nothing but for example, you take like an internet provider, something is not working. So you'll try to raise a case, right? So that will come into this CRM system. From there, the agent will try to follow up with you and other things. So, so this is how it works. So this is the simple architectural. So we are trying to use the customer build apps is designed for the creating a UI, and we are trying to use the BTP destinations of Service Cloud V2 and AI Core. So AI Core will try to analyze the image and cases pushed to the Service Cloud V2 via BTP destination, which is a secure mechanism. So now, so okay. So if you observe here, uh, sorry. So if you observe here, this is the BTP cockpit. If you observe here in this, there is something called as if something is not available, you can go to the entitlements and you can enable it. And once it is done, you can try to subscribe it. Once it is subscribed, then it will come to your instance and subscriptions. So in our scenario, I had used SAP Build Apps as well as the SAP Launchpad. So why Launchpad? So Launchpad is mainly for consuming the image. So if you observe here in the Launchpad, yeah, I had created a workspace, and there is we are trying to use the deployment units. I'm using one of the deployment units to get the image, to analyze the image. So I'm trying to use one of the deployment units to analyze the image and get the response. And as I said that this is a SAP build lobby. So here we can try to create like multiple like full stack application to low code no code application. In our scenario, I had used SAP build apps, which is like application, and you are trying to use like front end application. So I had developed already one front end application, and this is how the look and feel of SAP Build Apps. Okay. So timed out. So and again here what we are trying to do is that we are trying to connect the SAP systems all via secure mechanism, which is SAP destination. So let it load. So nothing but in the destination, just you can give the credentials or OAuth based upon your requirement. Uh, then automatically it can try to do. So if you observe here, I am trying to use the AI core. So PK is nothing but my name only, Prasad Kandavali. So don't think otherwise. So here we are used like a client ID and other things. We added few other additional properties, and we are trying to connect this destination to the SAP Build Apps. And similarly, Service Cloud V2 also we had used the similar thing. So I used the basic authentication, and previously I used OAuth. So here I had connected, and few other additional properties are required to connect to it. And apart from this is the lobby, and not let me reopen it here. So just click on it. So as I said that SAP Build Apps is a simple mechanism. So no need to struggle or anything. It's simple drag and drop. With this simple drag and drop, you can create a beautiful UI. So let it load. If you observe here, it's a simple tab. So let me drag for your information. Just if you drag like this, if you want title, and if you want any other input field, just do it like this. It's simple, no need. If something is not required, you can find it in the marketplace. So as I said that in integration, this is how where I had called the AA core as well as the Service Cloud V2 products, V2 destinations here, where it will calls the APIs. So it's a secure mechanism. So here again, the main part is like uploading. So just whenever the image is taken, the upload mechanism, that logic is little bit tricky. So we need to check on this one. This please be careful, like pick the files and you need to store it, and we need to use the destination, and we need to little bit of convert to base64. So nothing but some of the systems will not understand the image. So we need to convert to the base64, and we need to again try to reuse it, and again we need to push it. So those type of conversation I had done here. And in this click on create case, I had again used the destination of case and push to it. So if you observe here, see, with simple drag and drop, we can create a beautiful application. So now think that I had developed a standalone application. This is a self-service app. Then I'm trying to refresh it. So now you found that either a sink or something glass is broken or something. So instead of writing a single line of code, just click on this upload button, and suppose so you can take so we have multiple, like here if you observe here, something sink is not cleaned or something, that type of image I had taken. So just I uploaded, it will take just a couple of seconds, and automatically it will only try to see, give the description. It also created the subject and sentiment also, and category based upon your description, it will automatically will come. So not only this one, suppose if I observe, if I upload, so now in previously, if you observe here, I use like, let me make it big image. So previously I used this Shinki image. Now let me upload this pump or something. So anything, whatever the image if you upload, just immediately by using the AA core, it automatically analyzes, and automatically it will try to update everything. See, if you observe here, it came here, again it changed that high noise pump and negative mechanical issue, automatically it find it out. So now only one thing is that you can select the priority based upon your requirement and click on create case. That's it. So in one button, like 2 clicks, automatically it had created a case. So if you observe, a case has been created. So you can go to the system and click on search for this system. Very nice. So as I said that this is the SAP Sales and Service Cloud V2. So we have like previously there is something called as Cloud for Customers. So that is the older version of CRM. This is the new version, Sales and Service Cloud V2. So if you observe here, subject came here, category came here, sentiment analysis came here, which makes the agent too easy to analyze it. So no need to struggle or anything. So based upon these things automatically. So if you observe here, the description also came here. And again, if he is unable to use, he can use generate summary. And if you observe here, what are the image I uploaded in build apps, it came here also. And I had selected the registered product. So that also came to here in the description. Registered product is nothing but to which product you are showing the issue. Nothing but it may be a refrigerator, it may be a printer, or it may be a pump. So like that. So it is one of the things. So from in 2 clicks, image, description, everything came into this one, which makes the end user very comfortable. And if he's not happy with this, the description, he can edit and he can write blah 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 something. So right, the AI will generate based upon the image. If he is not happy, if you want to add, he can try to add it again. If he can create case, again you try to support it. So this we can deploy and we can use as a standalone application. Now, so as I said that the build apps can be extended with not only with standalone, we can embed into the other apps like CX. So maybe let me give. So I had written many blogs on SAP Build Apps and other things, out of which I will try to show you a few of the things. So with this Build Apps, I had created one of the end-to-end story like same creation of story. We can integrate it to S4 order, and I had done as service order and booking too. So these are my blog list. I'm pin in the link in the chat. So if you observe here, end to end, like here, it can scan the QR code. It will automatically fetches the details of the warranty. And if you click on create case, it will try to show. And again, apart from that, it has the support like chatbot we used to use. And once the case is created, he can see the recent tickets. And if knowledge base, like we have knowledge bases like eGain or MindTouch or anything can be integrated. Whenever click this one, it will show the related knowledge base. So I had done one end to end. And again, this screen also inside V2, I had done one end to end like guided like from starting from equipment, service part, service order. I had done like guided screen by using the SAP Build Apps. Whenever he click on build, like submit, it will create a service order as for HANA. And you can I will show this entire little bit UI later. Is one of the scenario. And second scenario is also similarly like in agent desktop. Again, I had created a custom screens using the same thing like sales order or something. So if there is any product gap or something which you are unable to fit it or something which you want, that can be easily doable by SAP Build Apps. If you observe here, in this, there is no scope for SAP. This is the C4Sys V1 screen. So here we don't have sales order button for the customer agent. By using with help of SAP Build Apps, I had designed it and I had used it. Again, one more use case is that this is the one like vehicle as a service. So this also I had used in one of the like scenario where I got one first prize. One of the event happened in SAP. So with this deals with the subscription billing. So the entire thing. So nothing but like nowadays EV vehicles are coming, right? So for that, suppose like rental, you want to use the EV vehicle for 1 year or 2 years, you can try to subscribe it. Once you subscribe it, how much is the EMI for that one? And once OTP comes, so automatically you can drive it. So how many tenures you want, budget, mileage, and everything. Once you click on subscribe it, you can post to the subscription billing. And if you don't want, like again, you want EV charging stations. So it will try to show the nearest EV charging stations also. And it will show that charging point and how much cost it will happen. And if you want, you can renew it or you can cancel it and everything. These are all things UI which I had developed via SAP Build Apps. So it started from customer verification, subscription, everything, renewal, cancellation support, everything I had done via SAP Build Apps. And again, similarly, V2 previously does not have the written orders. So what I had done is that again, based upon the scenario, we based upon the customer, if there is a customer like that, he want to know the when he calls, like he got a 10 order quantity. Out of that, one of the quantity or one of the shirt was damaged or something, he want to return it. So I had done like it will show the first guided screen sales order. In the second item, it will show the list of all the items, and he want to return one out of 10. He want to only return one item. He can write and he can choose the return reason and click on submit. It will go and create in S4 HANA as a return order. Simple. Similarly, recently one more thing is that translation hub. So if you want to use, like generally many of the companies are using open like Google or something for translations. So which is the error point? Your company data may leak to the customers. So instead of that one, if you try to use the translation hub, it will help us and protect your data. So I used SAP Build Apps, and whenever you upload, I will try to show a small demo. In Translation Hub, we have two things like software translation, document translation. So in our scenario, I had used the document translation, nothing but the document can be any of the language. So it can be translated to any other target language. So in our scenario, I want to translate the doc from English to Germany. So I uploaded a PDF, and when I click on it, automatically it will translate to German language. So why German? So right, few of the countries will only allow the documents in their own language. So not only Germany, if you're interested in Hindi or some other language also, it can be translated. So why once it translates, it always translates in document like Word document. Why Word document is that if any of the small corrections are happening, you can do it and you can try to convert into the PDF. So converting from Word to PDF easy, but PDF to Word is little difficult. So these type of things also I had done via Build Apps. And again, supplier booking. So again, one of the scenario where I had used that, suppose as I said that previous scenario window has been broken, right? So you want to get a supplier. So again, in this, whatever the screen you're seeing here, right? This also I had done via Build Apps. So you can get the suppliers from nearby. This we used a rank mechanism which will fetches from the S4HANA all the suppliers, and he can click on purchase. It will try to create a purchase request order. This also I done via SAP Build Apps. So previously I told that the screen which you are seeing here, this also I only developed via Build Apps. So this is the V2 screen, and here I embedded as a mashup. So it will try to check the slots. Again, I had given the filter criteria. If you change the time slots and other things, automatically it will try to fetch it. And again, apart from this, until you're surprising, I had included the map also. If you observe here, this is the service order, and these are the nearest technicians. So if you click on here, automatically the filter will happen down. Maybe it has been timed out. So and it's already booked, sorry. It will try to, and it will show this is the service order. It will show the nearest technicians, and once you select the slot and book it, automatically this will push to the FSM. FSM is nothing but field service management. So where technician, if there is any issues, like where technician comes to your home and he will try to do some of the work and like that, right? That is managed by FSM. Once the completion of work is done, he'll try to take a signature. Like we in India also we have multiple apps where many of the people will come to do your household work like that. So this can be done. So nothing but with the build apps and AI core, and you can do the magics. And these are things which I want to show. So and these are the contribution. These are the blocks which I had done. So for your information, so I worked on both CX and Service Cloud. So I had used all these like S4 Commerce and other things which I extended. Just go through it. If someone is interested, just keep a like on it so that I will be feel happy. And here comes to end. So uh, before yeah. Uh, you can give your feedback. So you can scan the QR code, and this is my LinkedIn, and I gave around 20 minutes or something back to you. Maybe any open for queries or questions so that I'm ready to answer. Anyone?
Thank you so much, Prasad. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, Prasad, hi, this is Samir. This is really good. Uh, I was just curious in the SAP Build app, how did you connect to the AI core via the destination? I don't know if you've already showed that, but I missed that
Yeah,
in your SAP Build.
yeah. So, okay. So, if you observe here, there is something called as instance and subscriptions. So in the instance subscriptions, let me go it. So whenever you subscribe to this one, you need to generate a key, which has like, let me go it, let it come. So that key, so here, so once you're done, you observe here, right, a launchpad. For this, I had generated a key. So like this one key will be coming. So I don't want to open because it has a user ID and password. So once this key has come in, then you need to go to the SAP destination, and in this destination, let it load. And here, if you go here, okay, and this is the HANA core, and here I used a OAuth and client ID, client secret. Okay. So, and few other additional properties. Once this destination is done, if you go here and in SAP Build Apps, so here there is something called as integrations, and here there is something called as I use the same a HANA core, and for example, for sentiment or something, or for image, I used like create method, and these are the deployment units which I used. And when I click on run, where is that run? Yeah, run test. It will try to generate. So it is a positive. So based upon the description, it will try to generate whether it is a positive sentiment or negative sentiment. Is it clear or no?
Yeah,
Similarly,
okay. This really okay. This is clear. I have a one small follow-up question. So you use the AI Launchpad's key here, but how did it get to know that this is the deployment that you have used? Because I think you showed that in AI core, in that AI Launchpad, you have created one
I
deployment, right?
unit. I use the deployment unit here.
Uh, okay,
So
okay,
because we
okay. So
have
that's the
multiple
related
deployment
part.
in,
Okay, okay.
yeah, we have multiple
Mm-hmm.
deployments, right? So based upon your thing like Chat GPT or OpenAI, Alpha, many other things will be there. Based upon your requirement, you need to use the deployment which is required to your thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, got it.
No problem. And yes, Kailash,
Yeah,
you
hello.
can.
Myself, Kailash. So in the build apps diagram, you showed something, a visual database or something. What was that? You said that instead of
Ah,
HANA database, we can use that. So if you could just
okay.
help me.
So yeah. So nothing but you know, right, for you are using like a HANA, like if there is a big thing, you can use HANA database. If you want
Mhm,
to use within this build apps, we have something
mhm.
called as backend. So if you go here, click on create, we have something called as application, and click on next, and here we have backend. So it creates a backend, like it's a small table, it will try to create it. And this table we can try to use in the build apps. So you can
So
give
some
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 name.
small storage, if you want to create, it creates that store that
Yes,
type of storage, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Type of
Small
format.
storage.
Okay. Mhm.
Once you can store,
Great.
yes, tell me.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Apart from that, I was just checking. You have shown one example of a self-service portal where we were uploading an image and it was giving the description and all. So, is
Right.
there a possibility that in a similar way, because I am from the administration part of basis, so if we put in some error image, will it
Huh.
help us with that as well
Yeah. Yeah.
to
So
give
again,
solution sort of,
yeah.
because it is totally SAP based, right? Joule based, so it will give a better solution.
Solution, again, we need to give that image, or means I need to know the
And
exact.
if we see the error, if we, let's say in a SAP screen, we get an error screenshot and we just upload it here, will it be able to give us some solution?
Again, it can read the few of the LLMs and it will try. It can try. It will work out, but it will work. So again, whenever you are giving an instruction, right? So these type of images get the resolution. So you need to write a command so that it will try to do it. So for this image, what I wrote saying that take this image, try to analyze it and give the description. Like that, I had given instruction for the core. So for your system, you can upload the same thing. So this is my image. This is the issue I'm getting. Analyze it and give the reply. Then it will try to do. It'll work.
Thank you. And can I use this app? What you have built? Can I use that? Is it available on BTP or?
No, this I had built it. So you can log into the Discovery Center, do has step-by-step mechanism, and you can see the same result. So same UI, same thing. You can try to do it, and it will work it.
I'm not from development background, so will I be able to do all these activities?
Every step, like single drag and drop mechanism, I had explained there. So
because the workflows you have created, I've seen the diagram. You create various workflows below, box by box, linked list, type something like that, linked list. So how you create that?
That also I explained everything. Like suppose it's like
below, if you not
I'll
here,
try.
but below, below the blue screen.
Yeah.
This one.
This also I had given step by step. So for this exercise, you'll come to know easily, like same thing. You can drag and drop like this.
Drag and drop. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. No need to write huge logic. If something like small things, if you required, like this output also, just click on it, output of the files, names. You can see it, right? You can select it, save. So everything I had, no need to write much lines of code also. Everything is there, like small payload. Just copy paste it. Each and every step is there. Maybe still, if you want anything, you can reach to me, or we can try to advise. Like if there is any CS piece available, you can reach to me, and we can have one-to-one session, and we'll try to help you out. So this
Sure.
is
I will connect with you for sure because I want to develop something on AI.
Yeah. So generally we do with CSPs, we'll try to connect and interact with the customers, and we'll try to do these things also, one-to-one sessions, or we'll try to guide them.
Sure. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Awesome. Prasad, there's one more follow-up question on the storage part. So participant wanted to know how much storage is available in backend for the build part.
To be frank, I never checked it. I also need to check and come back. So based upon, again, whenever a requirement come, I'll try to use it, but I didn't come back. Give me some time. I can check it, and I will try to come back and post you back. Or else you can drop me a mail. After checking, I will try to come back to you.
So, thank you so much. Are there any other questions from the participants?
Again, from the storage part, is it something that once you store it, it's persistent, or is it like a memory storage that once you close the app, it goes off?
Persistent.
Okay.
Yeah, you can access the things in Build Apps anytime until you delete it. You can try to do it.
Until I deprovision the app, kind of, something like that.
Until you deprovision or you delete the table, the data will be stored in the table. I had tried it.
Okay, and is there a way to see the data for let's say for a support user, like what is the data to the backend memory, sorry, the table, database tables, or is it through the apps?
Only through the apps. So again, you can call it and you can do all the operations. Again, if you want to give access to your subordinates, you can give it, or else you can restrict it. It's based upon your requirement.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. Yes, Anup.
Yeah, just wanted to know, I think you touched upon it, just wanted to know how do you host it or publish this app, and then how do we get access to the general? If we have to give it for general use for all the requirements, like you had already developed some general apps also. Could you just
Right.
explain that part also?
No, so there is something called, here is the publish is button is there, right? When you click on publish, like there is something called as build and deploy. So once you build and deploy, it will try to like you need to configure, and once it build it, it'll one line will come, and you can click on here deploy. Once it is deployed, it will come and sit in here. There is something called as HTML5 applications. So in this application, it will come and sit. So now this URL, you can try to give access or everything. If not, this whatever you're trying to deploy, it will be downloaded as a mtar file. Hope your mtar, like if there is any, like if you observe here, this I deployed. So when you click on it, it's a hyperlink. So it's one of the application. So it'll try to open. And if you don't want any credentials of any security means, download the mtar and you can do the access JSON file will be there. You can remove the authentication and you can do blah, 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 whatever requirement. And you can, again, you can redeploy in the cloud Foundry. Again, it will come here. As I said that, again, if you see that, it automatically came here. Yeah. Is it clear or no?
Yeah. Yeah, got it. Yeah. And one more second question on that. Again, this SSO or any integration to the any of those security aspects, like if we have to create a login and then create the aspects, so that part also will be part of the initial app setup, or like for
No,
example, if I have to log in with Gmail ID, or if I have to log in with any of the
yeah,
non-SSO, non-SAP logins. Yeah.
At that time, maybe for that user, you need to give the access into the here. There is something called security and users, right? Maybe you need to give add your user and give the access. So non-SAP users like that. So there is something called as build apps role will be there. So to that role, if you give, and if I add my Gmail user, you can try to log in with the Gmail ID. And again, sometimes there is something else IDP will be there. Maybe there also you need to try to add if required. So 90% will go by IDP, right? So we need to do.
Is it possible? Is it possible to deploy this app as a tile on a work zone?
Yes. Okay.
Because if we can do that, then all the single sign and everything can be taken care from work zone. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there is one more demo which I did not show. This is my one of our customer presentation. So I developed one of the app via SAP Build Apps. So it's like, as I said, that it's a translation hub. So this I developed via SAP Build Apps, right? So once it is deployed, automatically translated. Now what I had done is that whenever the user clicks, I'm trying to send a notification to the like a manager or something, blah, 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 something it triggered from lab just for an approval, just for information. And the same app, I'm trying to extend it to the SAP work zone. So it will come as a tile in the work zone. So if you go to here, PK is nothing but me. So I open my tile. See here we have something called translation hub. Same app. And the same app I had extended to the SAP mobile start also. So if you know that mobile start is nothing but a mobile device where instead of mobile, right, instead of logging with web, you can try to do same thing, same functionality. So nothing but I developed one app, it extended to all the things like process automation, build work zone, and SMS. So that's it. So one thing you can do it and you can extend to other applications too. Like it's all interconnected. And any other queries? So take.
I have one. Basically, how do you find out how much AI units this is consuming? Because I'm sure when you are talking to the AI for uploading the image and then getting some response, there's some charge, right? So is there a way to
Right.
test it, and how do you kind of estimate this all these things?
Right. A few things is one thing is that you can reach to your CSM, or there is something called as Discovery Center. So in Discovery Center, there is something called as here there is something estimate is calculator estimator will be there. So you can go here and you can try to add your packages, like not only AI packages, what are the services you want to use, build apps or build process automation, everything you can try to add it, and it will try to show how much it will try to consume it, like per month, like this consumption
So
based
for
and other
your
things.
case, how would you do it? How would you add it? What would you add here if in your case, which the app you showed?
No, again, see, it's part of internal, right? So we generally won't deal with these things. So again,
Okay.
we have some other team where we uh, deal these type of
Mm,
things. So
okay.
maybe
Okay.
anything, Gaurav, if you want to add, you can add on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very valid question. Like when you're developing scenarios for your customers, it's a very valid question. And here, the best judgment I would say is to, go by your use case. So obviously there is some estimates that you go with. Let's say if you are catering to 100 users, so every AI unit has some capacity units, which then translates into AI units. And in that, there are a number of, API calls mentioned over there. Based on that, an estimate is calculated. So that's how you would go forward with at the first instance. And then when you say that, okay, this is something that is not catering to my use case, or there is more consumption, then in the number of blocks, which is the next set of blocks that gets automatically added to your pricing and billing. So what Prasad was showing, that's also a very good start. That at least gives you an estimate where to start off with, so that in your test environment you can play around, check how the consumption is, and then probably move into production. Yeah.
Good morning,
Just
team.
last one. Just
Thank
wanted to understand that then what is that capacity then? How would you find this capacity when you are running this?
So
Is
let me share my screen 1 second, so that you have
mhm,
some visuals, and also you can draw it and play around with your
mhm.
scenario as well. So let me know when you can see my screen.
We can.
Okay. So same in Discovery Center, if you go, this is the AI core service that I am exploring, and the commercial model. Again, this is something that you need to sit with your CSM or AE and define that, okay, which model fits best to your use case. And now here, if you see, there are certain plans, and every plan has its own capabilities. So if I take extended plan, because this has some, Gen AI capabilities as well, where you can also, consume some pre-trained models. So let's say this is my use case. And here, if I see, there's one capacity unit which is built in a block of one. So you can't go, below that. You need to go with one block. And once you go and do this calculator, here we have added some use cases. Yeah. So let's take an example of Gen AI use case, because we are dealing with an extended plan. Here you can now define that, okay, let us go with a GPT-4o model. This is the version. So once you do these selections, by default, these are the numbers which the tool takes into consideration. Yeah. Now, based on this, you can come up to closure that, okay, this much is the per month consumption for myself. For this, I would also need some orchestration capabilities, some prompt optimizer, and things like that. So this gives you a fair estimate that, okay, for a basic use case, which includes some Gen AI capabilities for AI core, this much of capacity units consumption is required. Yeah. Now, again, this is an estimate. Once you sit with your customer, once you sit with your CSM and AEs, this number can also come down. This number can also go up. Yeah. So that's how you typically start off your journey with. Yeah.
Okay, that's just one last thing. This tokens, right? That's the thing. So
Mhm.
we have to find out, like, for example, in this case, which Prasad showed, we just
Mhm.
need to find out how many tokens were
Exactly.
exchanged, right? And if we get some idea, then we can have an estimate there. Okay.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to know how we capture these tokens actually? Is there a way where we can see some monitoring where I say that this particular run consumes 0.001 tokens or two tokens or three tokens? That's what I wanted to understand
Yes.
if it's a possibility.
So yeah, once you subscribe to AI Core and AI Launchpad in the BTP cockpit, there is a usage analytics in your dashboard. There it gives you a
Okay.
fair sense of idea that how many API calls are being made, how many tokens are
Hmm.
consumed. So once you
Okay.
start using that service, that's where you get an idea for that.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Hi, Gaurav and Prasad. Thanks for this session. Just regarding these AI units, already we have the AI units, and for one of the functionalities for SAC, already we activated the one option from AI units. So this AI units is applied across the organization or all the products, similar to what we are discussing now, even including the build apps.
So in build apps, there are certain plans where the AI units cuts across. So, as of now, not all services or let's say all LOBs are there yet, but it is going to be. So that would be our vision that AI units becomes the constant currency for, consuming AI scenarios across solutions across services. Now it
Because
also.
my question is already we have purchased AI units
Mhm.
as an organization level,
Okay.
and out of it already, and we activated some functions on specific cloud product like SAC,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it applies the same thing across all the products and the what we can say the applications what we are going to use on BTP level 2, and whatever the consumption also it will take from the same AI units what been subscribed.
Yes, as I said, that is also our goal that you can have one central AI unit and that can be used to cross consume across services and solutions. But you have to specifically check that, for example, in build, which SKU or which license number allows you to do that cross consumption. Yeah, because these
Yeah, but
conventional services also have an updated billing and pricing materials, so you have to check that which SKU allows you to do this cross consumption. The
because
older ones.
sometimes, yeah, because sometimes it will be becomes very tricky, right? At the time of purchasing the AI units, even as a customer and the CSM, they are not aware of it. So what are the developments as organization will go? So after purchasing it, and again, if your build apps doesn't support that SKU, then the customer is stuck.
Yeah. Fair point. So, as I said, it's best to also sit with your AEs and CSMs to understand the requirement first, that if it requires Gen AI capabilities or not, and then go with the up-to-date, SKUs out there. Yeah.
Because SAP comes up and just ask the management to purchase it, and they will purchase it. And finally, when the technical team they will involve, and
Yeah.
these technical points will come, then customer is nowhere to go.
Valid point. I mean, yeah. The only thing that we as a team can recommend is to, start off with exploring the pricing for the services and if the cross consumption of AI units is possible or not, and then proceed forward.
Yeah,
So,
in this case,
Yeah,
SAP at least has to
yeah.
ask the customer. Sorry,
Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
Prasad.
So I
Mm.
have one more call. So if something for me, I can
Oh, okay,
last call. I can take it, or you can offline reach us to us. So
okay.
sorry for that.
Thank
no,
you,
no
Prasad.
worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, one question to Prasad. So Prasad, actually, this whatever we have developed, it will be as part of will be the development environment, or if only once we publish it, we'll have to take it to the production, or and the AI units will be consumed. How
Uh,
is that?
I'm not sure on unit. That is the reason we need to reach to CSPs or CSMs. They'll try to guide you perfectly.
Or okay,
See,
that's fine.
Okay.
what I understand is even for dev also you will be charged even for your development.
Yeah.
So in development, if you're testing it and then you are firing queries, even if you're not happy with the answers, but you've still fired a query to the AI core, you will be
So,
charged for
so
that.
sorry, all. I have one more call. I'm dropping off. If something,
Yeah.
you can drop me a mail. I'll try to reach you back. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
And we
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your time. And we also have a follow-up session later today as well. So feel free to join that as well. With that, thank you so much for this engaging session, and we look forward to see you again. Have a good time,
Thank you.
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.